in a safe spot right now?
I think so.
Okay, we're getting a lot of help started, okay? We've had 2 other callers saying this as well. So what are you hearing now? No. Are you guys walking now?
I don't know what sounds like.
Evacuating the remaining residents of New Orleans. A water main broke, leaving New Orleans without drinking water. Waters from Lake Pontchartrain broke through a levee. And with much of New Orleans now underwater, authorities are focused on search and rescue before it's too late. Sing about aggression, you worthless ghost!
In an attempt to distract my attention away from the dreaded teeth cleaning, my dentist once asked me, "What high school will you be going to?" I eagerly respond, "Gun High School." However, the excitement in my voice isn't reflected in my dentist's expression, as it suddenly flashes from being bright and cheerful to looking concerned and worried. Before he even says anything, I already knew what was to come. This wasn't the first, or granted, the last time I would have the exact same conversation with someone. For as long as I can remember, each time I went to the doctor's office or met family friends, this familiar interaction inevitably happened. As a young child, I never understood why adults became so worried and told me not to get too stressed over school when I told them I'd be attending gun. Whatever, I usually just shrugged it off. This was until I grew older and overheard from parental conversations that my future high school had a past history of youth suicides. I became increasingly concerned about attending high school. What if I spent my next 4 years being constantly worried about the well-being of my friends? To my surprise, however, my freshman year here at Gunn, when I entered in the fall of 2016, went quite smoothly. and it seemed as if the fact that there had been previous student suicides didn't exist. I thought that the walls would be plastered with posters containing suicide or mental health hotline numbers, but instead they were your typical high school advertisements for upcoming dances or clubs recruiting members. From the outside, it seemed as if the student community believed that mental health issues were a thing of the past.
90% of the interpersonal problems you all have can be solved if everybody just acts like adults and talks to each other. This is apparently a breach of trust, and somebody's trying to weaponize it, or it has gone off the hinges. This all could have been settled in 15 minutes in a call, and now it's spiraling out of control even further.
Just please hurry up.
They're coming. Just try to stay quiet. I don't know what's going on there. But, yeah, just try to stay quiet. We've got a lot of help coming to you, okay? Do you feel safe to go into the next? Yes, ma'am. They're coming lights and sirens. Do you feel okay for me to disconnect?
your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Are you still haunted by that moment, and how have you kind of battled the psychological pain?
Honestly, that took me a while. I was
want to cry, but I can't. A feeling of sadness that doesn't seem to come all the way out. It feels like there is a distant inner reservoir of sadness that we would benefit from fully expressing, but for some reason that's just not happening. These are moments where our inner child is rising to the surface with its pain, with its feelings of abandonment, neglect, frustration, despair, and it rises to the surface in small amounts. It's rare that it can all come out at once, but that does happen. There's nothing wrong with you for experiencing this. You're not emotionally numb, and by nature of experiencing it, even in small amounts, by nature of feeling it, that is emotional processing.
And you do not want to control yourself. Why is it every time I destroy one of you people? Without exception, every time. Instead of recognizing how vast and massive the internet is,
because we're so deathly afraid that what we really are, when somebody gets to know us, our bad habits, our worst tendencies, our worst anxieties, insecurities, neurosis, that will all be too much. It will scare someone away. Do you ever feel like that about yourself? I know that in my life I've had those moments where I have felt like, well, what people see up front might be impressive, but when they really get to know me, they might find that I'm too much, or that, the things I struggle with, they don't want to have to deal with. When we feel like that, what happens is, instead of showing our vulnerability and using it as a way of connecting, we put up a barrier so that people can't see those things. We try to be impressive as we think people want us to be for as long as possible without showing any of that. Let's say you're a jealous person and you don't want to show that jealousy to somebody else because you're worried that it will make you look weak or insecure, or you're worried that it will be perceived as too difficult, or you're worried that in some way it will give up your power. Then you just don't show it. You just bottle it up and hide it. But of course, when we bottle things up, when we bottle what we perceive to be our negative traits up, they start to come out in other ways. Our wounds start mutate into weapons.
Seeing you is believing. seen